Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Defense Career Academy, and this is Shashikant Badak. In previous video we have discussed about the resources, the definition of resources and the major three types of resources: natural resources, human made resources and human resources. In this video we are going to see the types of natural resources. So see student, on the basis of origin, on the basis of level of development and basis of stock and basis of distribution, there are the several types of resources. So we are going to see on the basis of origin. See, on the basis of origin, there are again divided into the two types of resources: biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources, here you can see the abiotic resources means the non-living things, where the biotic resources means living things. See the example of biotic resources and abiotic resources. See students, soil, rocks, minerals. Here you can see soil, rock and minerals. These are the example of abiotic resources. All the things known as non-living things. Whereas you can see in the biotic resources, the all living things means plants and animal come under in the biotic resources. Okay students, let's move to the next type, on the basis of level of development. There are again actual resources and potential resources. Here you can see the actual resources and potential resources. So what is the actual resources? The actual resources means the resources that we know the quantity and we are using in the present. That resources known as the actual resources. मतलब जो resources की quantity हमें पता है और जो resources हम use कर रहे हो, such resources known as the actual resources. See the examples: petroleum in the West Asia and soil of the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra. We know the quantity of petroleum which we extract from the West Asia. So that's why it's come under in the actual resources. Then second example, you can see the soil which we found in Deccan Plateau of Maharashtra. That quantity also we know and we are using in present. So such resources known as the actual resources. Okay, then what is mean by the potential resources? Potential resources means the resources that we are not using in present and we don't know the quantity. Means, see the example here, uranium. Uranium in Ladakh. We don't know the quantity of uranium and we don't have the technology how to extract and how to use the uranium. So this example, the uranium, is come under in the potential resources. One more example I want to give here: high speed winds. High speed winds is a potential resources. High speed wind is a potential resources, but when the 200 year back, but now we are having the technology to convert into the electricity. So such means the high speed winds, now it's become a actual resources. So hope you understood what is mean by the actual resources and what is mean by the potential resources. Okay, we are moving to the next, on the basis of stock. Again the resources divided into two types: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. It's very simple students. Renewable means we can renew the resources, we can replenish resources quickly. Such resources known as the renewable resources. For example, you can see the water, soil and the forest. These are the renewable resources. But due to the human interference, you can see we are also facing the water scarcity all over the world. It's renewable resources, but because the overuse of water and interference of the human, it's become endangered. Okay, so these are the renewable resources. They automatically renew in a few times. Then another one is the non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources, see the example, see the what is mean by the non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources means the resources those are not renewed, means once we use it, once we consume it, then it may be exhausted. So they are in limited in stock, and they renew in thousands of, it takes thousands of years to renew it. So example, here you can see the example, coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum, these resources are limited in stock, so it may be exhausted in future if we are not using it proper mannerly, or if we are not making a plan for it, so it may be exhausted. So such resources known as the non-renewable resources. Okay, then see the last one, on the basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution, again the resources divided into the ubiquitous resources and localized resources. See the first, ubiquitous resources means what? Ubiquitous resources means the resources those available or we will found everywhere. Such resources known as the ubiquitous resources. हम कहाँ भी जाएंगे तो हमें वो वहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे. For example, you can see air. Air is the ubiquitous resources. आप वर्ल्ड में कहाँ भी जाएंगे तो वहाँ पे एयर आपको मिल जाएगी. So everywhere, it's available everywhere. One more example, sunlight. Sunlight is also the example of ubiquitous resources. Okay, then come to the next, localized resources. Localized resources means those resources, those available, those found in only certain places only. Particular place पे वो हमें मिलते हैं. For example, you can see the copper and iron. These are the minerals. These found in certain place, specific place. For example, in India, the Chota Nagpur plateau is rich in mineral deposition. So such resources found in specific area, such resources known as the localized resources. So students, आज हमने क्या देखा? तो आज हमने students, so what we learn today? We learn the types of natural resources on the various bases, on the basis of origin, on the basis of level of development, on the basis of stock, and the basis of distribution. So basis of origin, biotic, abiotic, level of development, basis of level of development, resources can be classified into actual resources, potential resources. On the basis of stock, resources again classified into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. On basis of distribution, the ubiquitous resources and the localized resources. So student, that's all for today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.